Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to Life with Marion and Joe. Joe here, and I'm so glad you decided to stop by today. Today's not much anything dramatic or earth-shattering or even inspiring, but I thought I'd come on just to share with you me, just changing out a couple of things that I did for Easter and, getting rid of that. What did I just tell you? For those of you who hang around with me, you know that I kept saying, well, I don't think I'm going to do much for Easter this year because it feels like I just took down Christmas and I'm putting up this stuff and I'm going to take it down in 1 second. And hello, 1 second has passed and I am taking this stuff down already. But it's we're still in spring, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just deleting some things that are particular to Bunnyville and eggs and stuff like that. I'm going to get rid of that, but I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave some of the spring florals for a few more weeks anyway before I get rid of all of that stuff as well. So like I said, I'm just going to do a couple of deletions and just a little bit maneuvering around, and I thought, hey, why not hang out with me and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, buddy, so let's get moving along. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove most of this stuff on the dining room table. I did this little arrangement right here basically for more of a holiday look, but I don't want that for everyday look. So I'm going to be removing this tea set. I'm going to leave it in this room, but not on the table, getting rid of that pink napkin because I did that so it corresponded with the florals in the arrangement I made. I'm going to get rid of the mirror for now, and I think I'm going to leave the candlestick. So let me get rid of that stuff. All right, so now this Lennox dish I'm going to take away as well. Obviously, I'm going to get rid of these eggs that I have in here, and I'm going to put this back where I got it from. So actually, I took this from here. I put this bowl here only to replace this. This is just too tall for here, and I wanted something with a little bit more flat surface. So I'm going to put this back here where it goes. See, so I don't have to really put it away. I just put it back where it goes. And then this, I have to move back to where it goes. Okay, so I have to move these off. I think I'm going to keep them for now. Did you see these? You remember them from last time? This was my mother-in-law's, that milk glass, and it has the pink floral that I have in the room. Now, I'm not big on pink. I'm not a really big pink kind of person, but I think it goes well for the, for this time of the year. It's more like pastel-y and soft like that. So I'm not going to change this arrangement out at all. I'm going to basically just leave it. And like I said, I'm going to leave these because it has the pink. And then I'm going to move the tea set over to the I forgot what it's called. Not the server. I can't think. See that? When you get old, I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, I'll show you, and you know what I'm talking about. And I have some vintage plates which have some gold veining in it and some pink flowers in it. So I think, like I said, for the rest of the spring, probably into the beginning of May before I change it out. All right, so let me get this off. So I took that big mirror off, but I think what I'm going to do under the floor arrangement, I think, it might change by the end of the video, but I'm going to use this mirror. This is another vintage piece. This has to be, I don't know how, this is at least 50 years old. This used to be on my mother's bureau and or dresser. She called it the bureau, I guess. And she had like her hairbrushes and stuff on this. So I think I'm going to use this. It has a felt bottom, and it's good for protecting the table because remember I painted that vessel there, and I'm always afraid that it gets a little bit sticky and I don't want it on the table. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to move this floral piece right here. And I'm going to absolutely center it this time. For Easter, I had it a little bit to the side because I made a grouping of 3 over here, and I wanted, so I moved it to the side. But now I'm going to put it right in the center. And I think because it's spring, I'm going to add some cut roses to the bottom to make it look like, like when you're making a flower arrangement and you have some left over and they're just laying there. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what it looks like. I'm going to do that right now. Like we said before, and I've heard other people say it too on YouTube. I'm not keen on using a lot of faux florals in the house, but for this time of the year, it's okay because, we're trying to bring some, beauty in after the long, cold, disgusting winter we had. And take a look at these, how beautiful they are. They actually look really real. They even have thorns on the stems, and they're very, very soft, and they look beautiful with here. So what I want to do is just leave them kind of on the bottom of the tray, that it looks like they were left over in my when I was creating this, and just hanging out there like they don't care. Okay, so they have to look like they're just thrown there, but we know that they're really not. Okay, so just like that, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. And to finish off the table, I'm just gonna use these 2 candlesticks right here, close by. I'm gonna put them right here, I think. Like this, and one over here. Maybe a little out further. And I'm not gonna light them because I don't want these branches to go on fire. Okay, like that. And my candle is crooked. Okay, so, and that's it. I'm gonna leave the dining room table like that. Okay, so I started moving stuff around here already, but what I'm gonna do is here's that bowl again that I have to get rid of, and I'm gonna take these bunnies away, right? This was the FAO Schwartz bunny, and here's this I took away too, okay? And what I'm gonna do is, because I have the pink flowers on the table, I wanna continue that thought over to this side of the room as well. So I'm gonna use the tea set here. Okay, really simple. And I have to go up in the attic, and I'm gonna get a couple of those vintage plates that I just told you about a little while ago, and I'm just gonna put them here. I think 4 of them. I'm gonna put them over here, and I think that'll be nice. It'll look curated, and it will, give that feeling of the, spring still in this room. So let me go get those. All right, and on the I put 2 side chairs on each side of the china hutch, and I added the green pillows, pick up the green, but I'm getting rid of the additional pillows that had the pink, which I just really had that for Easter, so they're gonna go away and go back where they came from. So this is the plate I was talking about from Marianne's mother, and there's only 4 of them left. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. And out of the 4, 2 of them I have are chipped. So I'm only using these 2 right here. And you can see the pattern on the outside is silver. And it has the flowers in the middle, which very much resemble the flowers here on the tea kettle. So I'm going to put 2 of these on the sidebar alongside this tea set. And I could never pass up a little touch of whimsy. I found these as I was looking for the plates. I know I didn't find them. I have them in my stock, and I thought, you know what, I didn't put them for Easter, so I'm going to use them. They're really pretty. They're one is this green color, which is perfect in here, and one right now for, with the little bit of this lilac-y pink kind of color. And I'm just going to put the 2 of them on the glass tray underneath the flower arrangement. Okay, so let's take a look around the room. So here is the centerpiece. did this vessel. I put joint compound on it and painted it. And the vintage mirror with the roses, the cut roses. And the two birds. The candlesticks from my mother-in-law. And on the sidebar, the vintage tea set. And the vintage plates. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I'll be putting some other stuff away tomorrow, and maybe I'll share that with you too. Okay, everybody, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.